I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. But where's the KKK when you need them?
Hey everybody, hey, I got another video for you guys today. So I'm going to be giving my reaction to a content creator by the name of Hassan Campbell, who has a relatively large following on the platform, YouTube platform. He was actually giving his thoughts and his opinion about the Shannon Sharpe situation, but he said some real sick shit out of his mouth, right? So he's calling for Shannon Sharpe first to be lynched, and then, you know, basically for the black community to be destroyed, okay? So I don't want to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and jump into this video, and then I'll come back and I'll give you guys my unpopular thoughts.
Listen, man, I need for y'all to understand. Some of us as fathers out here. And some of us as mothers out here. And as parents, we gonna forget this narrative that y'all trying to paint. That shorty's legal. And we just gonna sit back and we gonna deal with morals and integrity. Like, first and foremost, I'm gonna say this again, man. Don't no father want a 56-year-old man laying on top of a 19-year-old daughter. I don't know what part y'all don't understand. Some of us is not looking at the fact that whether he took the 90 or he didn't take the 90. That's not my argument, my nigga. And see, this is what the problem is. I'm gonna let y'all know what the problem is, right? Parents, beware. Pay attention to this topic, to this issue right now. Because before, the predators, they felt like they can hide in the cuts and they can be sneaky about it. But now that Shannon Sharpe is all over and people is making excuses for him, all of the predators want to come out and play. They want to come out and reveal themselves. And my whole thing is like, yo, I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. But where's the KKK when you need them? Where's, like, listen, shout out to all my white people out there. Shout out to all my Vikings out there. Shout out to all my hillbillies out there. Where them rednecks at? Where's the white sheets? Where's the KKK? When you need them. Because I swear to God, I never thought I would ever hear myself say this. Ooh, me? Scooby-Dooby-Doo? But listen, white people, I don't know what y'all doing or what's on your mind, but y'all have the right to be angry. Y'all have a right to pull a rosewood in this moment right here, because black men as black fathers, if that was a white man, 56 years old, laying on top of a 19-year-old black girl, well, niggas would be mad. We'd be mad.
So let me just say, I don't have anything necessarily wrong with people having and utilizing their First Amendment right of freedom of speech, right? But when you open your mouth and say some ignorant mess, like you said, and it has the potential to incite violence, I definitely don't agree with that, right? Because according to you, these are the words that you said, Hassan. But where's the KKK when you need them? And I'm asking y'all black folks today, are we like in competition to see who can say the most egregious, the most outrageous, the most belittling shit about other black people out of our mouths? Like, really? Because you're calling for Shannon Sharpe basically to be lynched, right? And the black community to be destroyed, right? A rosewood is what you said, right? And all of this for two consensual exchanges by two adults, right? No matter how you may feel personally as a father, I get it. But at the end of the day, according to the law, this is a young lady. She's young, but she's still an adult, right? And yet you're calling for innocent men, women, and children to be senselessly murdered, executed, and slaughtered, right? And all of this over a white woman. Because according to history, that's exactly what happened in Rosewood. A white woman told a lie on a black man, said that, he tried to sexually assault her. And from there, the whole town burned down, right? And it was a lot of innocent black men, women, and children that lost their lives over that lie. And this happened in so many other incidents, right? Because even with Emmett Till, we know what? A white woman lying, right? Usually when there was innocent black blood that was shed, it was over a blue-eyed, blonde-haired Jezebel. Let's keep it real, right? And so nowadays, I hear more and more black men talking down, looking down on black women, talking about how they can't, put up with a loudmouth ghetto black woman. But it seems that y'all love dealing with vicious, vengeful Becky, right? Well, in Shannon Sharpe case, it's deceitful Gabby, right? The only difference, though, that I see between black women, white women mostly is Mary has mastered the art of appearing to be charming, right? In all fairness to the black woman, most of the time, Mary parents have sent them to etiquette classes, right? To charm school, right? So the truth is, Hassan, they are being groomed from a very early age, waiting for the perfect moment when they can charm some big black guy, some big black rich guy right out of their generational wealth, okay? So the KKK, the Vikings, the hillbillies, and all the other Anglo-Saxon Europeans that you're calling out to be outraged, they are not, Hassan, because they are actually in on this malicious, deceitful, hijacking of the black man's generational wealth. So the joke is on who? You. And you're asking, where's the white man at? Why isn't he outraged? Because, sir, what you don't understand, this is etched in their culture, right? To marry and sell their daughters off at a very early age, because it's important for them to be tied to certain family names, to certain riches, to be affiliated, right, with the elite, with the aristocrats, right, to have certain political connections, right? Royal bloodline. So this is a practice that their culture has been involved in for a long time. They prepare their daughters at a very early age, okay? And the problem is we don't understand their culture the way their culture understand ours. And so this is why a lot of black men wound up going to the poorhouse, and sometimes even worse, after sleeping with the enemy. And I wonder what percentage really do go back after securing the bag from the blacks. And so again, no, Tom, Dick, nor Harry are upset nor outraged. Why? Because young is what they do. From Hugh Hefner to Jerry Seinfeld to Elvis Presley to Jerry Lewis to Tommy Mottola. And literally the list just goes on and on and on like the Duracell. I just really got to ask, where's the black community's spine? Because you should definitely be held accountable for what you said, right? Being that you are so-called an influencer and you're influencing people's perception with your asinine thoughts, right? And that's dangerous because you ready to really crash out over this white girl, over this white woman, right? And then you're talking about, we would be angry and we would be outraged if the shoe was on the other foot. If a white 56-year-old man was on top of a 19-year-old black woman, when the truth of the matter is, those are more statistical facts. That young black women date older white men as their sugar daddies, as a way out, a come up, or whatever. Yes, that happens, right? And we know that that's been the dynamic since slavery. Your average, everyday, 9 to 5 having black man, older black man, he's not dating a 19, 20-year-old white woman. No, he's not. It's just, that's not true. And Shannon Sharpe is the 1%ers, him and the ones like him that are dating those young white women because they have money. right? It's all social construct, social engineering. It's a part of the plan, Hassan. And then you are an idiot to call for the KKK, to call for a Rosewood. I'm going to go out and I'm going to tell you, Hassan, you don't give two damns about your daughter, your wife, your mother, your sister, right? Because if you think the KKK is going to come through and they're going to fall short of screwing your young black pretty daughter brains out, you are an idiot. You are an idiot. And I'm just going to say, be careful what you ask for, son. I'm going to go ahead and close this video out now. Thank you all for watching. You guys get in the comment section and let me know what your thoughts are. If you enjoyed this video, I'd like to ask you to go ahead and hit that like button. Do consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. And I'll be back with more unpopular thoughts.
I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. But where's the KKK when you need them?